it's not a done deal yet. Of course, the necessary arrangements have to be made before we get to that stage. But nonetheless, though, I am still in shock from when I received the call earlier today. I really am still in shock. But it's not really about me, and so I feel humbled most of all because I represent 18 years old, a segment of the young population that is not only young people, but is the very youngest of the young. And oftentimes we as a group are the most neglected when it comes to national conversations. And if I have the opportunity now to be able to give voice and be a physical representation of that, then I have nothing else that I could possibly say but to say that I am incredibly humbled, and I thank the Prime Minister and her government for this vote of confidence. As I said, not in me, but in young people and the youngest of young people.
Okay, glad to hear that. And the next question is, how will you respond to critics who are saying he is too young for the role and he's only got it because he's a supporter of the Barbados Labour Party?
I hear that all the time, and in terms of the first part, I have heard that since I was 13 years old and I spoke on a political platform. And I take all of them in my stride. I welcome the criticism. The best response that I could offer to that particular critique is advise people that if indeed the relevant arrangements are made and I am ultimately appointed to the Senate, to follow my contributions, and I would hope to be able to answer your question that way. But I really do think that we need to get past the point of our young people being seen and not heard, and that is why this particular appointment, if it does indeed materialize, is again not about me, but it is so important for all of our young people. And in terms of being a supporter, if I am a supporter of the Barbados Labour Party, again, we need to be able to, in this country, to make the best use of the human resources that we have. And again, I can answer both of those questions by asking people that if indeed I do make it to the Senate, to be able to follow my contributions, and hopefully I will answer your question in that way.
How do you intend to serve the country in that role?
Well, certainly, to give the loudest voice that I can possibly to all young people, and particularly this subgroup of young people, on all issues, because all issues are youth issues, and particularly those issues that most directly and profoundly impact the youth. So I certainly do have a few pet areas of interest that I will be looking at going forward. But for right now, just to give that voice that is so sorely lacking, and as well with my colleagues who are also all of my eventual colleagues in the Senate, if I do get there, who are young like myself, and I look forward to serving with all of them, and I congratulate all new senators and all ministers and members of parliament and so on.
What advice you have for those out there now that ready to take your step?
To all people, simply know what you're about, know the things that you stand by, and never compromise those essential and fundamental things, even for short-term gain. I have always stuck by certain principles, the truth, doing the right thing, and so on, and that it has been able to get me to this particular point, and I am so thankful to the Lord, certainly, and all else which has been able to get me to this point. And so to all other people, I say simply never compromise on the things that are important, and you will find that for that sacrifice, you will be rewarded.